All right, let's get into it. Today, we're going to solve a really weird puzzle. We're going to look at how a totally disastrous music festival, a bizarre fast food promotion, and, believe it or not, the movies you love are all connected. And it all kicks off with a very, very strange burger.
Consist of an egg hammered to a patty with a plastic nail. What in the world is that? It sounds like something out of a comedy sketch, but I promise you, this was a real item on a real menu from a huge global fast food chain. And the story behind it, well, it tells us a ton about the world we're all living in right now.
So here's the real head-scratcher. What on earth connects a company like Burger King to a radical, and I mean radical, political artist? Because that quote, the one about the nailed-on egg, it comes directly from a Burger King menu that was created in his honor. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense, but trust me, by the end of this, it will. Okay, so on one side of this, you've got Burger King, the poster child for global fast food capitalism. And on the other side, you have Petra Pavlensky, a Russian performance artist who is famous for these incredibly extreme acts of political protest. We're talking about sewing his own mouth shut to protest censorship, or literally nailing his own scrotum to the cobblestones of Red Square. And Burger King decided to launch a menu for him. It's just wild, right? To figure out why a giant corporation would ever co-opt an act of extreme political defiance just to sell a hamburger, we actually have to hit rewind. We need to look at a completely different story, one I guarantee you've heard of. A story about a party that was sold as an absolute dream, but turned out to be a total nightmare. Right. Let's talk about the Fyre Festival. But here's the thing, we're not going to focus on the disaster itself. We're going to talk about the marketing. Because while the festival was a complete and utter failure, the marketing campaign behind it, it was a work of pure genius. They sold a story that was so powerful, people just ignored every single red flag waving in their faces. Now, how they pulled it off is fascinating, and it really boils down to these 5 pillars. First up, they knew exactly who to target. Wealthy millennials who are obsessed with exclusivity. Second, they used influencers and models as social proof. Third, they made that jaw-dropping promo video. It was pure, uncut visual storytelling. Fourth, they totally weaponized social media with that one simple orange tile. And finally, number 5, they mastered scarcity and FOMO, the fear of missing out, to create an insane level of demand. I mean, it was a masterclass.
And the real engine behind this whole thing was a powerful psychological trigger called social proof. Dr. Robert Cialdini explains it perfectly here. Basically, we're wired to look at what other people are doing to figure out what we should be doing. So when Fyre's organizers paid all those supermodels to post about the festival, they weren't just advertising. No, they were sending a message. Hey, this is the place to be. This is what all the cool, important people are doing. And this